God, it just moves in people's hearts, and it's like I'm amazed all the time. I'm amazed every day. It's just right in the nick of time. We almost couldn't get our driver's license, but God, you know, it's just everything is, this is coming up, but God just comes through.
Wheels roll west, where the sun meets the sky. Two hearts in rhythm, yet learning to fly. The open road whispers a hymn to the free. Home's not the place, it's the soul's steady plea. Oh, sojourners, keep wandering bold. Life's not in riches, but stories retold. Each mile a verse of the song we compose. The journey's the treasure, the path that we chose.
Hey, what's up? Our Sojourner's Journey here. Why am I so cheery? I've only had a coffee and a little bit in me, but I'm kind of laughing because I'm in the passenger seat this morning, and you know, usually Tom, who needs much wake-up time, is in this seat. We did wake up a little earlier than we wanted to, and so we had time to have our coffee and protein drink. And so he's driving. Yeah, looking all official like.
It's June 12th. What day is June 12th? Is it Wednesday?
No, it is a Tuesday.
Tuesday. Days are blending in. Yeah, it's June 12th, so we're just left Livingston and we're on our way to San Antonio toward JG Security. Yesterday we did the registration in the travel trailer. Couldn't do the title of the travel trailer because somebody forgot the title in the trailer and we didn't have it with us. I won't say who it was, but it wasn't me. But I'm not going to mention names, but the initials are Heather Love, but I won't mention any names. She forgot to bring the title, so we'll just have to do that. We can do that by mail, or is that the one we can do by mail?
We can do both of them by mail, I think.
And because we just bought the truck about a week or two before we came south, I don't quite have the title yet because New York hasn't finished processing it. When we get the title, then we can do that by mail, do the title and registration. We also have some old Texas plates from when we lived down here from 2012 to 2018, and they said just take a picture of the plates and just put in a note, hey, can you reuse these plate numbers, and they'll let us know whether we can reuse our old plates or whether they give us new plates. But so we're
Tom and Heather's recycling.
So we're driving with a Texas tag on the travel trailer.
Woohoo! That's the part that people see first before they see the truck right now. So we're kind of happy about that.
And still a New York plate on the truck. We're waiting on that.
Yeah, what can you do? And then of course we've got our temp. Oh, the driver's license. Okay, so we could have gone in Livingston for the driver's license, except they had no available appointments for yesterday. So when I'd done this ahead of time, because you got to do this ahead of time, the next nearest place was called Williamsville, I think. Woodville. And that was a half an hour drive-ish from Livingston. So thankfully I moved that one out to the afternoon, so we had time to get out there. So we get out there and we get ready, and it was a little early. We were a little early for our appointment, which was really good. And they started saying, no, you can't do your driver's license without the vehicle being already being registered in Texas. But we asked the Polk County people when we did the registration of the trailer if just that one will be enough to do our driver's license, and she said yes. So as Tom was being all nice and polite, and I'm like, we wouldn't have driven all the way out here if we didn't think that we could have done this, because we asked and they said that we only needed the trailer to be registered. So she said, you know what, just give me a minute, let me go and text my supervisor. So she gave us all the forms to start filling out anyways. So we started filling out the forms. It was quiet. We were in between people, it looked like, appointments. It's a small office, 2 cubicles, 1 and 2. You're either going to 1 or you're going to 2. But it was nicely laid out and everything. And so within a few minutes, she came back and said, you're right. You can do it with your travel trailer registration. Woo! So yeah, we got
that, and we've already moved our insurance to Texas.
Right.
For travel trailer and truck. So.
Yeah. Yeah, we had to have something recent with a recent date in our names with our Texas address, and that fulfilled the bill for both of us to do it. So, and you know, where others are really strict, like they brought me in, I did stuff, I did all this at the beginning, and then she just called Tom right in next to me. So again, we've been so blessed, and we know that this is God. We know that this is God that's been blessing us, that just opens the doors, that softens people's hearts, that they go the extra mile. They really do. I mean, I think we said that about our hitch. We, finally got to use the distribution hitch, but it was in the wrong position. It has levels and it was way too high. It was way too high and needed to be dropped. And again, God softened this person's heart, and they took the hitch and they brought it to their shop and they dropped it.
But that was back in...
Yeah, back in Buffalo.
That was back in Buffalo on Grand Island.
But those are the kind of blessings that we've been having.
God is just open. I mean, where there, it's like those, when you say things like, where there's no way, God does it. God finds that way, and it's just like, it's a combination. The RV community is a very helpful community. Everybody wants to help everybody. It's a lifestyle community, but also, people don't have to go out of their way to do things. And this is all new to us, so we have the distribution hitch and the distribution bars, and it's all new to us, and we really didn't know what we were doing. And a couple of the RVers at the end of our road, this was in Grand Island and Buffalo, a couple of the RVers down at the end of the road, the first one we met when we did the 4th of July one. The second one was out of town at that time. But this time around, they were both there, and they were helping us, and he was explaining the distribution hitch, and our hitch ball on the back of our truck was too high, and he said, oh, it just needs to be moved down. And right.
Yeah, but if you saw they're like marine size nuts. Like we don't have anything to undo that kind of bolt.
So he just said, I'll tell you what, let me take it to my shop and I'll move it for you. So I pulled the hitch off the truck, and that thing's got to weigh almost 50 pounds I don't know, it's heavy. It takes 2 hands to handle that hitch ball. So I took it off the truck, and he took it down to his shop, and he lowered the hitch ball. And then when we were learning how to put the distribution bars onto the hitch, he was showing us how to do that, and the fact that you got to raise and lower the truck or the tongue, or to kind of match, so it's not so hard to pry the bars up onto the hitch, up onto the trailer. And yeah, so I mean, that's God. It just moves in people's hearts, and it's like, I'm amazed all the time. I'm amazed every day. It's just right in the nick of time. We almost couldn't get our driver's license. but God. You know, it's just, everything is, this is coming up, but God. God just comes through.
All the time. I said that to the lady in the Polk County office when we were doing the registration. That was another one. They were laid back, relaxed. We were there first thing in the morning. We hadn't filled out the forms. They just gave us the forms. We sat down, filled out the forms, and then we went back to the window. I think they were just, again, they were so kind and helpful. And I had said something about God, and I said, God is good. And she said, all the time. And I said, all the time. And she said, God is good.
That's what I like about the South. This is the Bible Belt. So, I mean, nobody's afraid to talk about God down here.
Well, peace out.
Wheels roll west, where the sun meets the sky. Two hearts in rhythm, yet learning to fly. The open road whispers a hymn to the free. Home's not the place, it's the soul's steady plea. Oh, sojourners, keep wandering bold. Life's not in riches, but stories retold. Each mile a verse of the song we compose. The journey's the treasure, the path that we chose.